Hi, I am Jagadeesh, Associate Professor in CSC Department. In this session, we discuss about stack unwinding, what actually stack unwinding is, and how we just go to implement stack unwinding by means of exception handling program. Look at this video. Basically, what actually stack unwinding means, it is nothing but process of removing function entries from function called stack at runtime is nothing but stack unwinding. That indicates whenever the exception occurs, then this function called stack is going to execute. And when function called stack is going to execute means it removes all the function entries, all the function entries from the stack. The process of removing function entries from the function called stack is nothing but stack unwinding. And moreover, stack unwinding is related to exception handling. And when an exception occurs, the function call is linearly searched for the exception handler, and all the entries before function with exception handler are removed from the function call stack, what I recently specified. If at all if exception occurs, then automatically the function called stack will searches for the exception handler. And whatever the exception handler are there before that, it removes all those things. So exception handling involves stack unwinding if exception is not handled in the same function. If it is handled in a different function, then automatically we just go for this. Then we just go to specify how it is going to implement. Now look at this. We'll discuss about the stack unwinding implementation through a program. Here we just go to specify first header file, then using namespace std. Now I'm just defining a function f1 which throws the integer value if at all if any exception occurs. The first statement in this function is cout f1 start, which will be appeared on the output screen. Then throw 100. Then cout f1 end. Then thereby the function f1 completes. Then come to the another function f2. This function also throws the integer, that is the integer type. Then in this function I specified a cout statement which simply displays f2 starts on the output screen. Then it is calling f1 function. Then again cout f2 end. Then come to the next one. Here one more function named as f3. Here in this f3 function simply I displayed f3 function start on the output screen. Then here I am specifying a try block. In the try block I am calling f2. Then in the catch block, if at all if exception occurs of integer data type, it displays caught exception and the I value on the output screen. Then at last it displays f3 edge. Come to the main function, how the program will execute by using of stack unwinding process. Now, as usual, execution starts from main onwards. The first statement is nothing but f3, which indicates that function f3 is going to execute. So function f3 will get returned to execute. In this function f3, the first statement is f3 start, which will be appeared on the output screen. Then after that, it executes a try block. In the try block, there is a call to function f2. So it immediately executes function f2. Now function f2 will come to the execution. Now in this again it prints first cout f2 start, that indicates f2 start will be appeared on the output screen. Then the next statement is f1, means it is calling function f1. So again function f1 will get a chance. So now it is going to execute. The first statement in this function f1 is f1 start. First it prints f3 start, then it prints f2 start. Now it prints f1 starts. Then the next statement is throw 100. Now it is throwing the 100 value. When it executes throw statement, then it immediately executes the catch block. Now come to the catch block. In the catch block, this is a statement caught exception and I. The I value here is nothing but 100. So caught exception 100 will be appeared on the output screen. After the catch block, then the next statement is f3 end. It displays f3 end on the output screen. Now look at this, the output. First f3 starts, then f2 starts, then f1 starts, then it displays caught exception 100 and then f3. So which specifies that it is going to implement stack unwinding. It is removing the function entries from the function call. First f3, then f2, and at last f1. So this is the procedure how to work with stack unwinding or how to implement stack unwinding by means of exception handling. Thank you.